This segment of history will focus on 19th century U.S. newspapers. Here you will find a collection of 500 U.S. newspapers, giving you a glimpse into the culture, daily life, and events of the 19th century. You can access 19th century U.S. newspapers alphabetically or by clicking on the History and Genealogy link. We have a search box here at the top and several limiters. On the left-hand side, there's a link to help, an entire title list, and a research guide. Let's begin with the basic search on Yellowstone and Wyoming. From your results page, you'll see that we have the actual newspaper layout and an abstract. We can go in and look at that article by clicking on Article, and you'll see that our search terms are highlighted and our abstract comes into this page. If you scroll down, you can print and email this article. We can go back out to our citations by clicking here on the left and scrolling down and looking at other articles. We can mark these articles from the results page or we can add them from the results page. If we scroll back up, on the left we can view our marked list. Here we can add items and then set up our print or email. Let's use some of the limiters. I'm going to type a search for Homestead and scroll down here where it says Limit Current Search by Newspaper. Across from the search box I can click on Browse. This brings up the states alphabetically and the newspapers available. So for example, on this search, if we wanted to search Homestead in the Arizona papers, I click on the papers, and on the left, click Submit Selections. Now I've got my search for Homestead, and I've limited by newspapers. You can search for names in this database. I'm going to search Mark Twain and I'm going to put it in quotes to keep my terms together. I'm also going to switch from the search in title, citation, and abstract to searching the entire article. I have over 12,000 search results. My articles are aligned by category here at the top, so I can go straight to his opinion and editorial columns. So here's a letter to the editor by Mark Twain. I can go back to my citations here on the left. Because I have so many search results, even by narrowing to opinion and editorial, I can do some more in my limiters or add some more search terms. So I'm going back to my search. And I'm going to use my Boolean and add another search term. Use of my Boolean and means the terms will appear in the same page, but not always the same article. On the left I have a link to do a newspaper search. In my search box I can type a word in, but this is going to search in the newspaper names. So if I put Alaska here, I come up with one title. But let's go back to our search page. And instead of putting Alaska here, let's come down here and look at by place of publication. I'm going to click Alaska and click on search. Now you'll see all the papers available for Alaska. By using that search box, it was only pulling those that had Alaska in the title. And I can do that for another state. For example, let's look at Wyoming. When you bring up these pages, you'll notice that I have a linked table of contents on the right and my actual paper laid out on the left. If I hold my cursor over one of these items, it shows me where that article is in the paper. Or I can click on the title and it goes into the article. On the left, I click on Back to Browse List and it brings me back to that particular issue. What a great way to look at the ads, the articles, issues of the day, and what was going on in various communities. For more on newspapers, refer to the segment on the Wyoming Newspaper Project.